Ready to dive deep? Today we're tackling Blue Lock.
Oh, yeah, this one's not just about fancy footwork.
Definitely more than just goals and saves.
This anime goes deep, philosophically.
Yeah, like what happens when you build a team around ego?
It kind of flips the script.
Like, is being the most egotistical striker the real key to success?
You'd think teamwork, you know?
Exactly. It makes you wonder.
It makes you think, are they right? Could this actually work?
And, these aren't new questions.
Philosophers have been debating this for ages.
That's what we're going to unpack today.
We're going deep on the philosophy behind Blue Lock.
Looking at how it lines up with ideas from guys like Nietzsche.
Sartre, too.
And even Hobbes. Wild right.
It's all connected.
Okay, so let's start with Nietzsche.
The will to power guy?
Right. That's all over Blue Lock.
Constant drive to improve, break your limits.
Yeah, brutal training, cutthroat competition.
You see it everywhere.
So Blue Lock is basically a Nietzschean training ground.
It's like they took his philosophy and made it a soccer program.
It's intense.
It's about pushing yourself, becoming the Ubermensch.
The Overman.
This idea of someone who transcends limitations.
Someone like Beru. That guy's ego is off the charts.
Well, he's definitely got the ego part down.
No holding back there.
It's almost of a caricature of the idea, though. Raw, untamed ego.
So not quite what Nietzsche had in mind.
Maybe not the ideal example, but then there's Izagi.
Ah, yeah. Started out pretty average.
But the pressure of Blue Lock pushes him, forces him to evolve.
He starts thinking strategically, gets more ambitious.
Exactly. He's constantly striving to surpass his limits.
That's way more like the Ubermensch.
It's not just about being egotistical.
It's about how you channel that drive, use it to become better.
It's about the journey of self-improvement.
Okay, so it's more nuanced than just be an egomaniac.
Definitely.
But Blue Lock isn't all Nietzsche, is it?
Nope, there's another layer here.
Sartre, right. Existentialism.
Exactly. The guy who said we're condemned to be free.
Whoa, deep stuff.
Sartre believed we're responsible for creating our own meaning.
Trivi stuff.
Through our choices.
No pressure, right?
Well, Blue Lock really puts that pressure on these players.
They're constantly making huge decisions.
With massive consequences.
Knowing one wrong move could end their careers.
It's like the weight of the world is on their shoulders.
Even if it's just the soccer world, that's still intense.
Think about Izaga's classic dilemma.
The pass or shoot.
Exactly. Pass and play it safe. Maybe help the team.
Or go for the glory. Risk it all on a solo shot.
This is existentialism in action.
Individual will versus the team.
It's not just about the goal.
It's about making a choice and owning that choice.
That's life, right?
Yeah, we're always making choices.
Even when it's scary.
Maybe not as dramatic as Blue Lock, but still important.
Every choice shapes us, defines who we are.
It's about owning that freedom, like these players do.
It makes you think about the choices we make every day.
So far, we've got Nietzsche pushing self-improvement and Sartre emphasizing freedom.
It's a lot to unpack, for sure.
But then there's Hobbes.
Yeah, Hobbes had a way darker view of things.
Say we're all just inherently selfish.
Yeah, man is wolf to man.
Fighting for survival, clawing our way to the top.
And, Blue Lock doesn't shy away from that.
They pit these players against each other.
It's brutal.
Every man for himself, literally.
Like a state of nature playing out on the field.
Total survival of the fittest.
The rivalries are intense.
Izagi versus Beru, Nagi against Rio.
They're not just playing soccer.
It's a battle for dominance.
Proof that Hobbes might have been onto something.
But wait, Hobbes also said that even in this chaos,
people would cooperate.
If it served their own interests.
It's strategic, right.
And I see that in Blue Lock too.
Those temporary alliances, even amongst rivals.
They team up for a bit.
Because they realize it benefits them.
So even in this cutthroat environment,
there's room for teamwork.
If it helps you win.
It's not black and white.
Blue Lock is a fascinating mix of these big philosophical ideas.
Nietzsche, Sartre, Hobbes, all rolled into one.
With some crazy soccer action on top.
And it works. It makes you think.
It's more than just entertainment.
It's a look into the human condition.
What drives us, how we make choices, what we're capable of.
It's deep stuff.
I'm totally hooked.
It's pretty captivating, isn't it?
But before we jump into part 2 of this deep dive.
Let's leave you with a question.
Yeah, something to ponder.
Is this egotism that Blue Lock promotes?
This idea that ego is the key.
Is it actually a good thing?
Or is it a dangerous path?
A virtue or a poison? Think about it.
We'll be back with more Blue Lock soon.
Stay tuned. Back again, diving deeper into Blue Lock. It really makes you think about teamwork.
Yeah. Usually it's all about believing in your teammate.
Power, friendship, all that.
But Blue Lock is like, forget that, be selfish.
It's like they're saying ego is the path to greatness.
Which ethically is a bit messed up, right?
It raises questions about individual success versus the team.
Yeah, can you really achieve your dreams by stepping on everyone else?
It's a tough question.
And Blue Lock doesn't shy away from the dark side.
Oh no, it's brutal.
We see players sabotaging each other.
Betraying their friends, all for a chance to move forward.
It's almost like a commentary on society.
Like, are we all just this cutthroat deep down?
Is that what it takes to win in this world?
It's that Hobbesian state of nature, again. Stripped down to our basic instincts.
All wolves fighting for survival.
No rules, just pure ambition.
But here's what I'm wrestling with.
What's that?
Even with all this pressure to be ruthless, some players still form bonds.
Interesting. You're saying there's still room for connection.
Like Nagi and Rio, they have amazing synergy.
Oh, yeah, their teamwork is incredible.
But it's more than that, they understand each other.
They push each other to be better.
Isn't that a form of teamwork? Even if it's fueled by self-interest.
Good point. Shows that human nature is complex.
Even in a cutthroat environment, we can still find connection.
Those moments can be powerful, even if they're temporary.
So maybe it's not so simple as ego is good or ego is bad.
It's more about how you use that ego.
How you channel your ambition.
Finding a balance between individual drive and the needs of the group.
Maybe you can't always have both, but it's worth considering.
Exactly. Blue Lock makes us grapple with these tough questions.
It doesn't give easy answers.
It presents this moral dilemma and lets us figure it out alongside the characters.
It makes me think about my own goals, you know?
How so?
Where's the line between pursuing my dreams and being considerate of others?
It's a question we all face.
And there's no one right answer.
But just thinking about it is a step in the right direction.
Blue Lock gives us a lot to chew on, that's for sure.
It's the power of art, right?
Makes us question our beliefs, see the world in new ways.
Whether it's anime or philosophy, it can have a real impact.
Okay, so we've covered Nietzsche, Sartre, Hobbes.
A lot of ground covered.
But there's one more piece of the Blue Lock puzzle.
What's that?
The psychological impact of this whole experience.
Ah, the mental game.
It's not just about physical skills.
It's about mental fortitude.
Pushing through doubt, overcoming fear.
To achieve something extraordinary.
And that's where we'll pick up in part 3. Back for the final stretch of our Blue Lock deep dive. We've talked ego, ambition, the dark side of competition, but now I kind of want to get into like the nitty-gritty, the mental impact of all this.
It's wild, right? I mean, Blue Lock isn't just training these players physically.
It's messing with their heads.
They're breaking them down mentally.
Forcing them to face their deepest fears, insecurities, all of that.
Yeah, like a psychological crucible.
Makes me think back to Nietzsche again.
Oh, yeah.
His whole idea of self-overcoming. Not just about beating others,
Right.
but pushing yourself beyond your limits.
Constantly striving to be better.
And Blue Lock takes that to a whole other level.
They crank the pressure up to 11.
It's brutal.
Constant scrutiny, the threat of failure, always looming.
But it works, right?
Oh, it's definitely effective. It forges this incredible mental toughness.
And I'm thinking this goes beyond soccer.
Oh, absolutely.
This resilience, this ability to perform under pressure.
Those are skills that translate to anything.
Learning to embrace challenges, use pressure as fuel.
It's a powerful mindset.
Like, look at Izagi.
He's come a long way.
Started out so timid, full of self-doubt.
But Blue Lock changes him.
He learns to channel that anxiety.
To harness his fear of failure.
And turn it into this fierce determination.
It's amazing to watch.
He's literally weaponizing his doubt.
Turning it into a source of strength.
And I bet a lot of us can relate to that feeling.
I mean, who hasn't felt that pressure?
That voice of self-doubt whispering in your ear.
But Blue Lock shows us we don't have to let it control us.
We can fight back.
We can acknowledge those thoughts.
Even use them to push ourselves further.
It's about building a mindset that thrives under pressure.
So it's more than just talent. It's about this inner strength.
That unwavering belief in yourself.
And that's something you can't teach.
You have to earn it.
Through experience. Through facing your fears head on.
It's the only way to truly grow.
And Blue Lock gives us a blueprint for that transformation.
It shows that real growth comes from discomfort.
From pushing beyond your comfort zone.
From embracing the unknown, the challenges that scare you.
It's a reminder that even when we feel like we're breaking down,
we're actually becoming stronger.
More resilient, more capable.
It's a powerful message.
One that we can all take with us.
No matter what we're striving for.
Athletes, artists, entrepreneurs.
It applies to everyone.
So as we wrap up this deep dive,
let me leave you with a final thought.
Hit us with it.
What are the mental barriers holding you back?
What doubts, what fears?
What limiting beliefs are stopping you from achieving your full potential?
Because just like those Blue Lock players,
you have the power to break through.
To push past those limits.
To achieve extraordinary things.
So there you have it. Blue Lock is more than just an anime.
It's a deep dive into ambition.
Into self-discovery. Into the pursuit of excellence.
It challenges us to confront our ego, to think about ethics.
To tap into our inner strength.
Maybe it's even inspired you.
To take that leap of faith.
To chase your dreams with everything you've got.
Because greatness isn't about luck.
It's about mindset. It's about the journey.
It's about pushing yourself beyond what you thought possible.
And embracing the challenges along the way.
Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey.
Until next time.